My name is Rafat Ishak. I'm a Melbourne-based artist working predominantly in painting and sculpture. I'm a gallery artist, but now I guess I am a public art installation artist, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the Anzac Tunnel project through design, fabrication and installation. There are some inherent similarities between my work and the way public transport systems are designed and integrated into an urban environment. I guess in my work I use a lot of colour coding and lines. The work is essentially quite linear. It's about integrating time and place and moving from one place to the other. Spatially they kind of behave quite similarly, I think, to how trains operate and how trams, buses operate and how they're all connected and interconnected and converge and diverge. The overriding concept behind my design for the Anzac Station is to create a work that people will walk past at that very special moment of moving from above ground to the tunnel underneath and to run to the train to find a seat. The work becomes part of that experience of being in transit. The first thing I wanted to do was to acknowledge that this is an Indigenous land that the station is built on, so I've integrated that history and also the local fauna and flora into the overall design. The next layer of subjects, I guess, are the stakeholders of the Great Boulevard of St Kilda Road. So I wanted to represent as many institutions, both public and private, throughout the work, through stories, very specific or particular stories. But what I did try and do is not to separate them as they are on a road, number after number, but rather mix them all together and make them move between each other and amongst each other. I use my own photographs to draw from. Sometimes I found I use some existing material from newspapers and archives and books and so on. And then the process starts by drawing one on top of the other and repeating that process endlessly till something feels right. So it's this continuous layering, but also, I guess, experimenting with what works with what. With a painting, I do know that at some point I will use the drawings that I've made and turn them into a painting. The striking difference with the Anzac Station is that I'm not painting on the walls, I'm actually fabricating the work out of colour-backed glass. Unlike the studio practice, which I'm more used to, the work becomes a digital file which goes to a fabricator who fabricates it and puts it up.